The Louvre Museum in Paris is home to some of the most iconic paintings and sculptures in the world. Here are 10 of the most well-known and highly regarded paintings in the Louvre. The Winged Victory of Samothrace. This sculpture of a Greek goddess standing on the prow of a ship is one of the most iconic works in the Louvre. It is a masterpiece of Hellenistic art and stands in a prominent position in the museum's main hall. The Winged Victory of Samothrace was discovered on the Greek island of Samothrace in 1863, and it is thought to date from the 2nd century BC. It is believed to have been created to commemorate a naval victory, although the specifics of the victory are unknown. Psyche revived by Cupid's kiss. The sculpture depicts the Greek myth of Cupid and Psyche, in which Cupid, the god of love, revives Psyche, a mortal woman, with a kiss. The depiction of the difference between skin and drapery is emphasized through the detached draping around Psyche's lower body. The hair is beautifully defined by curls and lines, and the wings of Cupid are realistically depicted with feathery details. It is a famous sculpture by Antonio Canova, an Italian neoclassical sculptor. Great Sphinx of Tanis. The Great Sphinx of Tanis was discovered in 1939 by a team of French archaeologists in the ancient Egyptian city of Tanis. The statue is made of granite and is thought to date from the 26th dynasty, around 600 BC. It is one of the largest Sphinx statues known to exist, measuring approximately 16 feet long and 6 feet high. The exact date of creation of the Great Sphinx of Tanis remains debated, with hypotheses of the 4th dynasty or the 12th dynasty. All that is left of its original inscription are the parts alluding to pharaohs Amenemhet II, Merneptah, and Shoshenq I, but it is believed to have been built during the reign of Pharaoh Amenemhet III of the 12th dynasty. The Mona Lisa. This painting by Leonardo da Vinci is perhaps the most famous in the world, and it is the most visited artwork in the Louvre. It is a portrait of a woman with an enigmatic smile that has captivated viewers for centuries. The Mona Lisa is a small painting, measuring only 30 inches by 21 inches, and it is painted in oil on a poplar panel. The identity of the woman in the painting is unknown, although it is widely believed that she is Lisa del Giocondo, the wife of Francesco del Giocondo, a wealthy merchant from Florence, Italy. The Wedding at Cana. It is a large oil painting on canvas that depicts the biblical story of the wedding at Cana, when Jesus performed his first miracle by turning water into wine. The Wedding at Cana is a painting by the Italian artist Paolo Veronese. The painting depicts the wedding feast at Cana, with Jesus and his disciples at the center of the scene. The painting is known for its grand scale and the use of rich, vibrant colors. Veronese's attention to detail is also notable, as he included a variety of figures and objects in the painting, including musicians, guests, and animals. The Coronation of Napoleon. In the painting, Napoleon is shown crowning himself in the presence of Pope Pius VII, with his wife, Josephine, kneeling in a submissive position, as called for in the French Civil Code. The scene is depicted in great detail, with a large crowd of people and a grandiose setting. It is a painting by the French artist Jacques-Louis David. It depicts the coronation of Napoleon Bonaparte as Emperor of the French on December 2, 1804, at Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. The painting is considered a masterpiece of the neoclassical style and is one of David's most famous works. The Venus de Milo. It is a famous ancient Greek statue of the goddess Aphrodite. It is made of marble and is thought to have been created around 100 BC. The statue is known for its intricate and detailed sculpting, particularly the folds of the drapery and the realism of the pose. The Venus de Milo is believed to have been created by the Greek sculptor Alexandros of Antioch. Although the identity of the artist is not certain, it was discovered on the island of Melos in 1820 and has since become one of the most famous works of ancient Greek sculpture in the world. The Raft of the Medusa. The painting depicts a group of survivors clinging to a makeshift raft, which is being tossed about by rough seas. The scene is one of despair and desperation, as the survivors are shown in various states of distress and suffering. The painting is notable for its realistic and emotionally charged depiction of the scene, as well as its technical virtuosity. It is a painting by the French artist Théodore Géricault. It was created in 1818 to 1819 and is considered a masterpiece of French Romanticism. The painting depicts a dramatic and tragic moment from French history, the aftermath of the shipwreck of the frigate Medusa, which occurred in 1816. The Dying Slave. The sculpture depicts a slave who is in the process of dying, with his head slumped to one side and his body twisted in a contorted pose. The work is notable for its powerful expression of emotion and its highly realistic depiction of the human form. Michelangelo is considered one of the greatest artists in the history of Western art, and The Dying Slave is considered one of his masterpieces. Created between 1513 and 1516. It is part of a series of sculptures known as the Prisoners or Captives, which Michelangelo created to adorn the tomb of Pope Julius II in the Basilica of San Pietro in Vincoli, Rome. Sleeping Hermaphroditus. The sculpture depicts the mythical figure Hermaphroditus, the son of Hermes and Aphrodite in Greek mythology, as a young androgynous figure reclining on a couch. The figure is shown in a state of repose, with one arm propped behind its head and its eyes closed, giving the impression of sleep. It is a marble sculpture that was created by the Italian sculptor Gian Lorenzo Bernini in the early 17th century. It has become one of Bernini's most famous works and is considered a masterpiece of Baroque sculpture. That's a wrap on our top 10 must-see exhibits at the Louvre Museum. Whether you're a first-time visitor or a seasoned art enthusiast, these masterpieces are sure to leave a lasting impression. Check out Headout and book your visit to the mesmerizing Louvre. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating travel content.